Fellas, AC here. Welcome to another review. Now, I've been away for a while, but I'm back. I'm going to review a fragrance which is impressing me, and it is one of those fragrances that is highly loved, liked, praised in the community. It is Perseus by Parfums de Marly. Perseus is a fragrance which claims to be a freshie, a citrus fragrance, as the packaging would suggest. And I'm going to tell you all about it. So I've got to dry down here, and just to refresh my memories, although I'll tell you one thing, I'll avoid spraying because I've got a lot of juice left and I've done about 5 to 6 full wears, one spray each time. Why I'm avoiding spraying is it takes about 10 to 15 minutes to settle down. It smells great after 10 minutes or so. So I've got to dry down here, which is about 1.5 hours. And I'm going to review it from that because it smells brilliant at the moment. So when you first spray it, what happens? This is a citrus fragrance and you get a burst of citrus. Bergamot, grapefruit and green mandarin. Now green mandarin I've come across once before in a fragrance called Green Lover by Lolita Lampica. Outstanding sort of spring fragrance, and it really reminded me of the zesty freshness that I remembered from smelling Green Lover, and it has a very zesty, citrusy, fresh opening which is paired with fruitiness, and the two fruits are blackcurrant. I think the notes breakdown says blackcurrant buds. I've never smelled it before. Blackcurrant is what I assume. It's juicy, fruity, tangy, sort of freshness to it, fruitiness to it, and mixed with that is obviously the green mandarin fruitiness. And there's this sweet musk, and that sweet musk is very much like a Middle Eastern musky, sweet, fruity fragrance musk. And I'll tell you later on why this is a spanner in the works. But that musk combined with, and that musk dominates from the word go. The moment you spray, it's musk, fruits, musk, citruses. And then in about 15 minutes time, the two very unique and creative notes appear. And I forgot to tell you the name of the perfumer, so let me put it here at the moment, and that is, this was released in 2024, and the perfumer is Natalie Templar. Never reviewed anything from her, but she's got this sense of fun, creative fun, and this is a very creative and fun fragrance. So the vetiver here is coupled with geranium to create a masculine undertone to the fruity, musky smell that you get first. And that geranium and vetiver is soon joined by one of my favorite notes, fir balsam. I love that note whenever it appears. It makes fragrance slightly green, fresh, and it gives a masculine barbershop-y element. It's a fantastic note. Hard to explain, but whenever I see it in a fragrance pyramid, note pyramid, I know I'm going to enjoy that. It's a beautiful note. Green, barbershop-y element with soapy creaminess to it. This is how I would explain fir balsam. Very nice. And smells amazing here. So all the notes I mentioned, coupled with fir balsam, brilliant. And when the dry down happens, it's even better because it brings in an accord of ambergris. So it's more ambery, warm, woody, dry, airy, and it's mixed with cashmere. And cashmere and musk are the two dominant notes, along with sandalwoody or woodiness, or just normal woodiness is what the rest of the fragrance is. When it dries down, it loses all the citruses, it maintains the vetiver and the geranium, beautiful geranium, the Douglas fir balsam, and the woody notes and ambergris accord I mentioned. So it's from citrusy, it becomes a woody, dry, fresh fragrance. Very creative, fun, and well made. So upsides and downsides. So for me, the versatility of the fragrance. See, when I wore this fragrance, I wore it about 5 times, full wearings. Never did it cross my mind that I couldn't wear this to any occasion. You get one bottle, you can wear this to office, no problem. Friend circle, social occasions, family, first date, regular date, clubbing, not an issue. It is one of the most versatile modern fragrances I have smelled in recent times. I can throw anything at it. Very versatile. The next one that I think is an upside is that the quality. I've never smelled anything from Natalie Templar. First time I'm trying this or reviewing it, her work. And I think she has created the stuff, this fragrance, very well. It's a very well-made fragrance. There are no things jutting here or there. There's this musk which dominates. Apart from that, it's a really well-made fragrance. All the aspects I mentioned, you'll get them if you focus. And the last one is the dry down. The special dry down is a vetiver ambergris combination mixed with the fir balsam, the musk combination. And they create a unique scent smell, which I haven't smelled before. So if I was to describe this as a vetiver musk, it would be ideal. A lot of musk, a lot of nice vetiver with the supporting notes I mentioned. So dry down is unique, nice. I haven't smelled such kind of dry down before. A nice warm vetiver, very nice. Downside, that musk. That musk is a musk which I've smelled in numerous Middle Eastern fragrances which are not very expensive. I'll give you an example. Here is a fragrance called Silver Shade by Bergamot. Now Silver Shade is a fragrance which is basically a very musky, fruity take on Creed's Silver Mountain Water. Now this fragrance is amazing and lasts. One of the nicest cheapy fragrances in my collection for spring and summer. Now the musk here, the moment I spray this fragrance, the thick, chewy, sweet musk reminds me of, when I spray this, it reminds me of the thick, sweet, chewy, fruity musk in Silver Shade. That musk is there in Hawas by Rasasi. It is a very common element. It's found in many Middle Eastern fragrances, and that musk is here, and it's not very expensive. But you're buying a £200 fragrance. Why would you want to smell a musk which you smell in a £20-30 fragrance? That musk is killing the game, as far as I'm concerned. It's making not killing the game, it's basically making the fragrance smell cheaper, although you spend $200. See what I mean? The other downside would be it's too linear. It doesn't change much. It's got nice facets, overall dominated by that musk, which is going to be a deal breaker for some people. And it doesn't change much. But that's the problem with all Parfums de Marly fragrances. They are very linear. They're like designer fragrances. But you have to spend a lot of money to purchase them. And that is always going to be a downside, which is low value for money. Because I've spent $200, my fragrance doesn't evolve much. And it has got this musk, which is nice, but it smells like an inexpensive Middle Eastern fragrance, that musk. So that's the problem. So these are the upsides and downsides. Now let's talk about compliment factor. This is a fun scent. It's very versatile, well made, smells great. It'll get you a compliment, for sure, guaranteed. If you're looking for compliments, get this, try this, see what you think. Seasons, very versatile. I can easily wear this 3 seasons. Spring, autumn, brilliant, summer. Although the musk, the heavy musk, may or may not work out on very hot days, but it's something that I wouldn't think twice about. Winter doesn't suit the ambiance of the cold weather. It's a bright smell. The color orange is the right color. It's a bright, fresh fragrance, although not as citrusy as I was hoping it would to be. It's more woody musky. Age groups, any age groups, 20 plus, easily. Citrus, fresh, woody, fruity. Value for money, I've covered, I think, okay. So any Parfums de Marly, if you look around, you'll get a 125 ml for between 200 and 250 pounds here in the UK. So we're talking about £2 an ml, stretch. So I think this is where this fragrance falls apart. You wouldn't want to smell £2 an ml for this. There are many fragrances out in the market, there are some clones as well, cheaper ones. If you really like the smell after sampling this, look around for some cheaper clones, because this is not £2 an ml fragrance. It really isn't. But all in all, it's a good fragrance. It's a fun fragrance. You'll enjoy wearing it if you do buy it. It's very easy to like. you'll definitely get a compliment on it. So it will be a good addition to your collection if you're looking for those elements, you know, a fun scent, a versatile fragrance, and a fragrance that gets you a compliment. It ticks all those boxes really well. So how many marks am I going to give it? I would have given it an 8 out of 10. It's got a lot of qualities to qualify as a very good scent, but I'm going to give it a 7. Reason being that musk. That musk puts a little shadow of doubt in my mind that this is not worth £2 an ml or 200 for 125. I would have doubts in my mind to buy a fragrance that smells of that musk, which is available in many inexpensive fragrances, one of which I showed. So 7 out of 10. I'm hoping you really enjoyed the review, fellas, and if you do give this video a like. Take care. Bye bye.